I think the one thing that I would take away from the conference is to just write. I have struggled with getting on a consistent writing schedule and trying to make sure that I'm able to put my ideas down on paper. And I think one of the things that's been confirmed over and over in all of the sessions has been to just write and to make sure that you are writing, and you can only get better. You only get better at writing by writing. The TAA Conference is a professional conference like none other. I think the people are fantastic, very warm and welcoming, definitely knowledgeable. Everyone that you approach with questions, they're able and willing to talk to you, willing to give you advice, willing to mentor you in some way. And so I think that alone sets TAA apart from any of the other professional associations, besides the fact that it's a great deal for the money that you spend for registration or just coming to the conference. The things that you gain are all just well worth the money that you're spending.
The main thing that I'm going to take away from this year's conference are the networking contacts I've made. In previous conferences, I've already made some friends and some contacts within the organization that I've relied upon for expertise that I can call upon when I'm working on my own book. And if not expertise, at least encouragement in going through the process of writing. But at this conference, just a few minutes ago, I ran into someone who's willing to review a particular part of my textbooks that I had a hard time finding reviewers for. So I found another textbook author in another related discipline who was willing to work with me on my book, and we sort of formed a mutual assistance pact informally to help each other, and that has worked well. There have been probably about 4 or 5 of such contacts that I've had just in this meeting of ways that I can help other people, other authors, and that they can help me. And that just adds to a whole long history of meeting people across disciplines that are all doing similar kinds of things to what I'm doing, but have different expertise in different areas that I don't have, or at least just have counsel on experiences that I have that help me through some of the issues that I have to cover in my own life. Well, I do frequently talk to people who are writing textbooks or who are thinking about writing textbooks or doing other kind of academic writing, and I consistently, strongly encourage them to join TAA, and not only that, but to come to the conference. I think coming to the conference is a huge part of the benefit of TAA because you have all of the networking opportunities. We have a variety of a very rich program of experts in different areas that can help you with things that you probably didn't even know you needed help with. And not only can hear about them, but you can hear questions asked by other authors that may not have occurred to you. You get that information, and then you have the opportunity to ask your own questions, not only in the sessions of the conference, but most of the speakers hang around for a day or two and have lunch with us and so on, and we can pick their brain for free. And these are some really powerhouse experts. They're legal experts. There are experts in things like indexing, multimedia, digital publishing, all kinds of areas, copyrights, and so on that I wouldn't normally have access to. And so to have that all concentrated in one place and have other authors there to help me ask the right kind of questions is nice.
Working in academia is extremely risky. It's risky intellectually, it's risky personally, it's risky psychologically. And you have to find places where you feel that are safe. Coming to this conference, I feel safe. I feel a buoyancy, support that is unusual in many other places that I work in the academy.
Well, I first signed my book contract in 1987 and found TA in 1989. And it was about the time I discovered that writing the textbook is a very lonely enterprise, kind of like being on fire lookout duty. And I found out that at TAA I got to be with a whole bunch of other people that were also on fire lookout duty. And that idea of that collegial sharing, that there were others, was just a tremendous comfort. Also, the advice, both legal and authorship-wise, has just been invaluable over the years. Now we skip all the way ahead to 2011, and here I see first-time authors and others coming in, much like I did, and talking to them, the mentoring sessions, our 2 lawyers that are here that advise and help. It's just as goosebumply and exciting as it was in 1989, and to see them catching fire and getting their work done. I would say my authorship peers that are missing all of this, that are still out there on that fire lookout duty, they've got to come to TAA, they've got to attend these meetings and share with us and present the things that they have learned. Each of the author members and take turns presenting papers or methods they've developed or problems they're having, and it's a very shared experience. So the impact this would have on your life if you're thinking of joining TAA and on your writing and on your authorship, I just have no way to measure the importance of it. And I would welcome all of you to join with us in the sharing and talk to others that are up in the lookout at the fire lookout station alone, so that you can experience the same support network.
Professionally, TAA has helped me immensely. I've learned how to negotiate a contract. I've been able to increase the royalty rate. When I was doing a 5th edition of my book, I told them 20% or I'm walking away. And they knew they had a successful book because they have done 4 editions. I told them that they knew it was going to sell, and they were willing to acquiesce in the final analysis. So it has clearly been immense help professionally.
I was hoping to get out of this conference a better knowledge, better understanding of how to author textbooks and how to become a better writer. And the conference really delivered on that, especially from the pre-conference session that was held. Not only did it help from the perspective of getting me engaged in writing, learning some different tips, understanding the processes, which are very important, understanding some of the political nuances within this field. But I also started to develop the camaraderie, rapport, if you would, with the folks, with my colleagues and friends that were attending, our colleagues that were attending. And what I got from that was just more comfort and really introduced to just a wonderful group of people, a wonderful association that I've become really glad to tell other people about, bring other people in, and intend to get in the future. I think the knowledge I'll take away is just another opportunity for continued learning. I developed some really wonderful points of contact, met some really wonderful people, and to be able to provide a continuous learning environment for me, and continuous learning opportunities, continuous networking opportunities to understand more of very, what I think is a difficult subject, but many of the people here have been able to make it a little bit easier, break it down into useful bite-sized pieces, and so I think that I'm walking away with a really good understanding of the processes for writing, and I'm really encouraged and motivated about going forward and writing in the future.
I just found out about TAA last year from one of your council members, Margaret Waxer, and my first textbook came out 15 years ago. So I've dealt with contracts for 15 years, and I still learn new things about contracts and things I wish I'd known a few years sooner. It's also been very good to talk to colleagues and other authors and find out what they've done or are doing, or some projects that they're thinking about doing. It's been a great conference.